And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese hit. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh, no. Today, before this one, we're talking about... We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Throwing to start this game. It is caught left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. Here's the lone back on the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. 2nd and 13. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That was the rookie from Nebraska who got him down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They go play action here. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out, a rare breed in the NFL, their lefty QB.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. but so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Plowing up the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Motioning one of the tight ends. To the air, 3rd and long. Yeah, this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Complete out to the right. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. A tight end in motion now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Called in left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Ooh, this was not hit well, and it's headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
They're going play action. Cut out left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 4. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Complete out to the right side. Still fighting forward. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They give it to him up the middle. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers all set to get back out there. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Throwing the out route complete. And he got this close to midfield before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And
they're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers driving. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Play action on first down. It is Kupp, left side. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll send him over right. On 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing it again here. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it again. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. 30-7 was your final. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
He keeps it and takes off. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Now they send their back in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Hits his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's completed right side. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Finds a man right side. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. Has it in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints push their lead to 3. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On first down, they'll run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Blast through midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers. Back to throw now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They go play action on first. Completed to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28, he's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 3rd quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here he goes on the bootleg. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to the air here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going play action. Caught by his back. And he reaches the 35 before going out. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They're set up at the 35 now. Man in motion, out of the slot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Slot man motioned over. Back to the well again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. I love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Lone back gets the handoff. And is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Pass play coming here. Getting out to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Here's a throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. Play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. They're throwing it. Looking for a target. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Cut out left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Packers. New set of downs for him at the 38. Hand off to the back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers holding a 4-point lead. He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They'll run for this. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.